Good morning. My face is swollen. I am about to do something totally insane right now. I'll show you guys in a minute, but I just want to get on here because I'm having a moment and I'm wearing the perfect shirt today for how I'm feeling. It says everything will be okay. Um, yeah, so today is August 1st, and I have been slightly like trying to hold in my emotion. Um, for those of you who don't know me, I have 6 boys and 1 daughter. All of my kids, except for Cameron and Autumn, the last 2 are adults. Well, Cam will be 18 this month. It's August 1st, so he'll be 18 this month. And for those of you who don't know, he graduated high school this year and he's going off to college, and I'm struggling. I am struggling. We're all gonna be struggling really bad. So I'm about to say something that's gonna sound really mean, but our whole family knows it. The boys know it. They've said it themselves. But Cam is like the sweetest child. He is the sweetest child. He's never been in trouble, ever. And when I mean never, I mean like even as a little kid. There's only one thing that he used to do when he was 2 years old, and it wasn't really bad. It was just annoying. Um, and he grew out of it. And I think it was kind of maybe an attention thing, but he says now he just liked it. So he would do it. So, okay, it sounds really weird when I say it like that, but he used to use bathroom, number 1, in my closet. I don't know why, but he used to be so annoying. And he we never spanked him for it. It was just like Cameron's always been that child where you're just like, if he knows or if he knew you were angry with him, that would be enough punishment for him, and that's all we ever needed to do. He struggled a little bit in 5th grade, but I think it was a little bit of hormones, a little bit of realizing that maybe he was growing out of a lot of his friends and they were doing things that he just kind of really wasn't into. So we struggled emotionally that year, and it was really hard. And it still breaks my heart to this day, even though he's about to be 18. That happened when he was 10. And it still gets to me because Cam is just the sweetest person in the world. I don't know anyone sweeter than Cam, honestly. And I'm not just saying that because he's our son. I honestly don't know anyone sweeter than Cam. He never complains. Even when he's annoyed, he never complains. He never, gosh, he was the easiest child of all of them. All of them. Even his sister says it, and she's, behind him. She was born after him. So, yeah, and he's so smart. Like, he's just really, really so freaking smart. Like, I'm not saying Greg and I are stupid, but I slacked off in high school. And let me tell you, I did. When I focused, I got good grades, but I hated high school and I slacked off. As some of you may know, I had my oldest child when I was 16. I was going to stop going to school, but I'm so glad my mom was like, no, you're going to finish school. That was the one of the good things she did for my life when I was younger. But yeah, she was like, no, you're going to finish school. You're not going to drop out. But my whole life was like, okay, I'm going to take care of my kid. And so I was just going to stop going, but I'm glad I finished, even though I was still slacking. I finished. Did some college online. I am like 1 or 2 classes away from getting my degree in biometric security. Why I didn't finish, that's a longer story. We'll talk about another day, but I had another video that I recorded yesterday, and I thought yesterday was Friday, but I realized it was Thursday. Today is Friday. So I'm going to probably post that video next week, because I woke up this morning realizing it's August 1st, realizing I have only 19 days with Cam before he has to go to college, and he has to be there. He has to check into his dorm, well, apartment, the day before his birthday. So I don't know. I guess he can check in, put his stuff in, come home maybe, and then we celebrate his birthday, and then we take him back. Where he's going is not very far from us. It's closer than when Christopher went to college. Christopher was like 2.5 hours away, 2 hours away, depending on which one of us were driving. And I missed checking him into college because the rental car place messed up our rental, and so we had to use our car, and Greg had to pack all of his stuff into the car, so I wasn't able to go because there just was no room for me. So I missed that. Justin did college online, and he graduated. I think he graduated or is graduating this year. He did 2 separate programs. So he has a degree in programming, and he has a degree in business and marketing, business and accounting, I think it is. Justin is really smart too, but Cameron supersedes all of us. He supersedes all of us. And I'm glad I'm talking it out because he keeps me from crying. As you could see, I was kind of crying earlier. I'm just so emotional, like, people. But it's one of the biggest things that I'm worried about is Cameron has never been anywhere. Cam doesn't go anywhere. Like, anytime he's ever gone anywhere, it's been with us. The college she's going to is in the city of Metro Detroit. Let's just put it like that. The area is a good area until you step off into other areas. He knows a lot of people. The good thing is he knows people that are going for the medical field just like he is. So Cameron's going into neuroscience. Go figure. So yesterday I saw that, so the apartment he lives in, it's almost like a hotel because it's like 4 separate bedrooms. So he'll have his own room, but he'll have 3 other roommates in that particular like apartment deal. And there's like a main area. There's on one of the floors, it's like a kitchen and all that kind of stuff. So it'll be like a mini apartment for him. But I'm struggling because he's never been anywhere. He grew up in a suburban and born and raised in the suburbs. Greg and I grew up in the city of Detroit. So, we kind of know what it's like. And some of the older boys, like my oldest, he's been in and out of the city. My second, he's been in and out of the city. Justin is not a city boy either. Christian and Jordan have friends in the city. Autumn, I refuse to let her go to the city unless she's with us, and kind of the same with Cameron. So it's hard. It's really hard for me, and I'm struggling because he doesn't know any of the roommates. But we filled out like this questionnaire thing to like have roommates that are like him. So it's like a little questionnaire thing. How do you like the temperature in the room? And how do you like, are you clean? Are you chaos? Or, stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm struggling, guys. Anyway, disaster averted. So I'm gonna color my hair when it's time to wash my hair again. I think I'm gonna color it again. But anyway, yeah. So I lost what I was saying, but he's grown up in the suburbs. The first experience of real like city life was when we took him down for orientation, and then he was able to see the difference, and he made it known like it's really different from basically what he grew up in. So yeah, just a bit worried, and like most parents, you're worried. It was a different feeling with each child when they left home. But yeah, my mommy heart is really tugging right now, and I'm struggling big time. So we just have to make the most of the 19 days we have left. So we already made a point for him to FaceTime his youngest nephew, so that he doesn't forget him. He'll, be home weekends, holidays, things like that. But, and then my oldest nephew, he's really, really close to Cam. So that's going to be a struggle. Did I say my nephew? My oldest grandson. Sorry, I had to pause again. Husband's on his morning meeting. So he's really close to my oldest grandson, and we're gonna have to deal with that too, because he's gonna be gone, and Autumn's a girly girl, and she likes to hang with her friends, and she's working, so it's gonna be a struggle for my oldest grandson, and we're just gonna have to figure out how to work it. But Cameron he's a family guy. He loves his family, so I know he'll keep in touch. It'll be a different dynamic from when Chris was in college. Chris needed to focus, so kind of we were on the back burner a little bit when he was in college. Like I said, Justin did online. Jordan did things a little differently. He's got his real estate license now. Christian, he is trying to figure out what it is he wants to do, but I think he wants to go to real estate too. And he kind of owns his own business right now and everything. And then, of course, Cameron's going for neuroscience. And then Autumn, she either wants to be a nurse or a plastic surgeon. But she's also thinking about going back into cosmetology or culinary. So she has her plate full. I honestly could see her doing all of that. She is a go-getter. She knows what she wants. She goes after it. So that is going to be the biggest struggle, is her and Cameron. If you knew how close these two were, oh my gosh. So she loves her brothers so much, and it was a little different, and she's the last, so she's dealing with being the last child too. And now her BFF is leaving to go to college. But the good thing is, like I said, he's not that far away, and we can see him. He can come home on the weekends, holidays, summer. So yeah. What was that? Are you shaking for spiders? Anyway, yeah. So that's what's going on today. Just very emotional. And of course I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna bawl my eyes out when we have to drop him off for school. But I am about to call him today to set up a tour of his room if it's available, so we can see how much space his room actually has and how much stuff we're going to be able to bring. As well, I am going to be reorganizing my space down here. I'll show you guys a little bit of what we're dealing with right now. So a lot of this stuff is stuff that Cam is taking. This is my birthday gift. I haven't taken another box. I mentioned about boxes. If I haven't, I think I talked to my sister about it, but I got school supplies and other stuff that he'll need for his room. Over here, don't worry, that's my peach. I brought this downstairs. This was in my room, and that's my silhouette, my Fantastic Four cup. Then I have this. I'm just gonna take you around and let you guys see what's going on here. Don't worry about that other part, but there's my chair and stuff. So yeah, I need to move my L-shaped table from the other area over here, and I'm taking that black table and I'm putting it back over there, where my sewing machines and stuff are. It's just this space is making my OCD just want to throw everything away. So that's what else I'm doing today to keep my mind occupied. And the fact that my kid's leaving in 19 days. Yeah, so everything will be okay, guys. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be texting his phone. So the way he has this set up now, I think he's only doing 2 days a week for his classes. So he'll have 2 full days of class, and then the rest of the time he'll just be chilling. So he may come home more often. But like I said, he has friends that are going, female and male. So maybe he'll be hanging out. During orientation, he made friends right away. I think he's gonna be okay. It's just you worry and you hope that you've given them enough advice and safety tips so that they'll be okay. You know, I never thought that having boys you would have some of the same worries that you would about having a daughter, but you do. You know, boys go through similar things that girls go through. You know, assaults, you know, abusive relationships, you know, a lot of the safety concerns. And you know, there's the thing where you have to worry about nowadays it's being in relationships with someone who is deceptive. Let's just put it like that. You know, my thing is give people a chance to say yes or no. Don't be deceptive. It doesn't give people an excuse for violence. It's just you can walk away from the situation. You don't have to be violent, and Cam is not a violent person. He wouldn't hurt a fly. The sweetest kid ever. And I'm gonna miss him. But anyway, happy Friday, guys. Everything will be okay. You know that. Like I said, today is a bad day. Tomorrow will be better. Yeah, I have a wedding to go to on Sunday. Tomorrow is nothing. I'll probably just rest because I know I'm gonna work myself crazy doing all this stuff. And yeah, I have to work on getting my rose block. Okay, so you guys get a sneak peek. So as you can see, I'm not going to show you the front because I have to finish this guy, but this is the skull. It's a little bit messed up. Don't worry about it. I can fix that with my heat gun. But you see this color, right? It's black, right? You see that? And then I totally destroyed my rose. I'm not even going to get into how I messed this up, but it's not black. Anyway, my crazy husband is over there, and I'm going to go now because I rambled enough, and I will see you guys next Friday. Bye. Bye.